Second shot, Peter Kirkland. I don't have an introduction for Reverend Linda Reppond. So let me just tell you what I know. I know Reverend Linda from youth camp, and which I was a part of for many years, and I know that Reverend Linda was as well. After a period of time, Reverend Linda then launched a new ministry with our young adults, and it was called the Launching Pad. It was a place where the young adults, because I know there's this weird transition period between when you're a teen and you've had all that love and support at camp, you know, and in youth group, and then you're young adults like, figure it out, right? See you on Sunday. So Reverend Linda created a space where those people could live and support each other, or just gather with each other, which is a powerful, powerful gift. Really, truly a ministry of the heart. And Reverend Linda has been a minister for 15 years. She lives in Ashland, Oregon, and is here for us today, braved all the roads to get here to be for us today. So I want to welcome Reverend Linda Reppond. Please join me.
Good morning, Genesis. I'm so honored and grateful to be here. I've done some speaking in the last year, but it's been to cameras. This is my first time when there's real people. And actually some real people I already know and love. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for, if you're on, plugging in on live, on Facebook Live. Glad to have you. I remember as a little girl being so excited when I got a new box of crayons. Do you have that experience? Like they were perfect. And it didn't matter if it was a tiny little box or the big 84, you know, I was like, it was so brand new. And I just would think, I'm gonna keep them perfect. I'm gonna color them. I'm gonna sharpen them when they get dull. And it's like, this is it. And then maybe I broke one. Or maybe my favorite one, I used it so much that it just got to be littler than all the rest of them. But somehow, as time went on, they stopped being so special. They were just my crayons. And I love crayons, they were all still fine, but the special was the newness. I feel like that's where we are today. 2022 is brand new, and it's all shiny. It's got all these possibilities, and I know there's a fair number of us that are really happy to kick 2021 to the curb. Bye, good riddance, done. May this be a different year, and really, truly, may it be a different year. But there's something in that commitment to the shiny and new that feels great when it starts, and then Howard Thurman, in his great, statement, said that maybe it was just the dust and the grit of the journey. Something as I move through time and space, the challenges, just the repetitiveness of things, it begins to dull. It begins to not be so great. Hence, we have come up with this great thing we call resolutions. So we start the year with I'm gonna write them down, and there's a lot of alwayses and nevers in it. I'm going to do yoga an hour every day. I'm never gonna eat a bite of sugar again. All those things. And I think all of us know that that's the recipe for failure. The always and never sort of leads to the woulda, coulda, shoulda. It just doesn't work over time. So we've shifted a little bit. I think most of us have shifted from resolutions to intentions. So what is an intention? That means it's not all dirty if you fail once. That means you get to keep giving it an effort again. You know, you get this. I am moving in this direction, and this is what I want to see as the outcome, which really works for us New Thought people because we like to vision into the future, claim it, know it, and allow it to manifest. And that is, I'm not going to denigrate either resolutions or intentions as a way to look at this brand new shiny year in front of us. But I do want to talk a little bit about the page, the turning the page idea, because I believe that it's kind of like having invisible writing on the page. You don't see it when it looks all shiny and new, but kind of as you go through time and you get a little moisture on it or something, things start popping up. I think that is our unforgiveness. I think that whatever we're carrying from 2021 or childhood or whatever, that we have not forgiven, we don't get a clean page. That's the work of shiny and new. Is you got to leave something behind. You got to leave behind the what didn't work, the judgments, the fears, the being harmed by somebody or my perception of being harmed by somebody. That's harder work. That's kind of ours. It's easy to pass by it because it's hard. It is necessary. There's a song Carrie Newcomb sings that has been my theme song. I think some of you know my husband passed away this year, and I've been doing a lot of things I've never done before. And Carrie Newcomb has this song that says, I can do this hard thing, I can do this hard thing. So I sing it to myself a lot, you know, and I'm like, okay, I gotta learn how to do this thing that I never had to do before, but now I gotta do it. That's what forgiveness work is. I can do this hard thing. How do you forgive somebody? Really hard to describe. But for me, it's getting myself to a place where I can see that that person was doing the best they could with what they had at the time. We all are all the time. And so for whatever it was, if I can look further back in their story and see what caused them the pain to need to harm, I can find myself in a place of going, okay, I can let them go. I bless them, release them to their journey. That's the hard work. I can do this hard thing. Then there's another hard thing after that. Just, I hate to tell you this, but there's another hard thing after that, and that's forgiving myself. Forgiving myself for having had the judgment in the first place. Forgiving myself for not living up to those things at the beginning of 2021 that I set as intention. Whatever. That the forgiving of myself is the same process, just in my opinion, a notch harder. I was doing the best I could with what I had, with what I knew at the time. And just think about that thing that you find hard to forgive. Isn't that true? Isn't that true? I was doing the best I could with what I had, with what I knew at the time. My answer was like, if I'd known better, I would have done better. But we didn't, you know, and even if that time was 3 months ago, now I might do something different because I might know something a little better. But I didn't then. So that's the work. And if we can do that work, and if you didn't do it before New Year's Eve was over, you can still do it on the 2nd of January. Take some time to make sure there's no invisible ink on that page that looks so shiny. And then as we start to give our attention to those things we're claiming and moving forward with, those intentions that we're setting for ourselves, there's kind of 2 styles of doing that. One is I would call efforting, and the other I call allowing. And now, efforting is the willingness and the commitment to push through when it seems impossible, when it's hard, when you're feeling like you're on your last leg, taking a deep breath and go another step, push through to the end. It's not bad. We tend to make allowing the new thoughty, high consciousness path, and efforting being those people that haven't gotten it yet. But allowing is to me, surrender into infinite love and allow that to carry me through to solution. Allow myself to be led, carried, and letting God do the heavy lifting part of whatever is in front of me. And I do like that one best because it's easier, for one. But they're really not an either or. I would say that the Serenity Prayer kind of speaks to it in the wisdom to know the difference. There are times we need to push through. And there are times that when we need to push through and we call it allowing, we're really just, going limp. There are times when no matter how much effort we give it, we're pushing against a wall that's not going to move except by divine intervention. It's really the wisdom to know the difference that is ours. That's the task. But also I was going to tell you, but the things I was going to say to you, what were they? Oh my, we have tools for doing that. We have ways in this community, in this teaching of Science of Mind, that encourage and support us in moving forward in either the allowing or the efforting side. What are they? Spiritual practice, spiritual practice, spiritual practice. I would encourage you, if you have a spiritual practice, double down on it. If you don't have one, make one up. It's really, there's no wrong way to do it. It's taking the time every day to just be still, to allow for the love, the presence of the infinite to fill you. That's my experience of it, is that I sit still and allow the light to fill me. That was Cynthia's meditation this morning, is to find that golden ball of light in the center of my being and allow it to expand and fill me. And I believe from that place I can heal illness, I can change my mind, that divine light can do what I can't do. And you get there by going every day back to that source energy. And we do it by reading things that inspire us, we do it by journaling, we do it by meditating, we do it by yoga. There's no way to do it wrong, but whatever that combo is for you, the magic is in the commitment to go back, sit on that cushion every day, or however you do it. That's the magic. And with that, I believe that we have the tool of prayer. We have the tool of affirming our truth and claiming it out loud. And here at Genesis and in other spiritual communities, we have the support of each other. Super, super helpful when I forget to know that I have somebody I can call on, that I can show up on a Sunday morning or in a class or in a meditation. And the midweek intention circle, that sounds awesome. That's a way to find a place where I can get support in getting back to my center. We have those as tools. They're worth reaching into, claiming, allowing ourselves to be supported in that kind of way. Spiritual community is about support. It's the thing that has been so incredibly hard over these last 2 years of being physically separated from people, by and large, is that the ways that we used to go get support kind of got ripped away from us. A lot of us have figured out other ways to get it, we're big fans of Zoom, whatever the methodology is. And then now, just as we thought we were going to get back to actually giving people real hugs, we might be going back. We'll see. But the support is what's necessary. We can claim more support, whichever path that ends up being. So all of this really, it speaks to me working on me so that I be more happy or more fulfilled. And I just want to submit to you, that is not the job. If we are here on this planet at this point and claiming work and consciousness, our work is to be that light in the world. Yes, we have to do it for ourselves first. We have to start with ourselves and get ourselves to a place of allowing Spirit to use us, like we sang in the song, to be used. But when we have to be of use in the world, I believe we have a purpose. And our purpose at this moment in time is to be the light. It's not to fix anybody, it's not to convince anybody, it is to shine the light of our consciousness at everybody and everything. And everything that shows up that's calling out for healing is a place to shine our light. So for me, I read the news every day. I've been a news junkie my whole life. I was a journalism major. I love the news. But over the last few years, the news has been the place for me to know where to shine my light. Whatever is happening in the world, especially the things that I get reactive to, that is the work of consciousness. That is what we're here to do, is to shine that light. We want to see change happening in the world. We want to create a world that works for everyone. We want all of these things, and they may not even be the same things because we're not one homogeneous group. But all of the things that we want are things that we can give our light to. It is an endless supply. The more we give our light to it, the more light we have to give to it. And that is our work. That's really absolutely who we came here to be. And now, just look at what's around us. Look at all that is calling for that work. Let's do that. Let's do that. I really want to close my time with you by reading Amanda Gorman's new poem. I don't know if you've read it. It's actually for the new year. And it just like broke me wide open. And I don't think I can pray as good as Amanda can read, so this will be my closing prayer of the talk. But I just want to read it to you and invite you to take it in. Allow yourselves to close your eyes, take a breath, open your heart, and let this amazing treasure of Amanda Gorman speak to you. May this be the day we come together. Morning we come to mend. Withered we come to weather. Torn we come to tend. Battered we come to better. Tethered by this year of yearning, we are learning that though we weren't ready for this, we have been readied by it. We steadily vow that no matter how we are weighed down, we must always pave a way forward. This hope is our door, our portal. Even if we never get back to normal, someday we can venture beyond it, to leave the known and take the first steps. So let us not return to what was normal, but reach toward what is next. What was cursed, we will cure. What was plagued, we will prove pure. Where we tend to argue, we will try to agree. Those fortunes we forswore, now the future we foresee. Where we weren't aware, now we're awake. Those moments we missed are now these moments we make. The moments we meet, and our hearts, once altogether beaten, are now altogether beat. Come, look up with kindness yet, for even solace can be sourced from sorrow. We remember, not just for the sake of yesterday, but to take on tomorrow. We heed this old spirit in a new day's lyric. In our hearts we hear it. For auld lang syne, my dear, for auld lang syne. Be bold, sang time this year. Be bold, sang time. For when you honor yesterday, tomorrow you will find. Know what we've bought, what we've fought, need not be forgot, nor for none. It defines us, it binds us as one. Come over, join this day just begun. For wherever we come together, we will forever overcome. And so it is.
There is a garden where everything grows, a beautiful garden, 'cause love glows. There is a garden where everything grows, a beautiful garden, God's love so. And in this place of light and love, you can have anything you dream of. There is a garden where dreams come true, a beautiful garden, garden is you. And in this place of light and love, you can have anything that you dream of. There is a garden where dreams come true, a beautiful garden, garden is you, such a beautiful garden.